Hi guys, so I know I have something today that's a little bit random for my channel. When we go on vacation, we're gonna be gone for a week, and usually we take our betta fish with us, like when we go to my mom's house or wherever, but since we're going on a plane and all these things, we're not gonna take our fish. So I need to figure out a way to feed them that wasn't having my neighbors come over and go up to my son's room and downstairs to feed the fish. We just have a little betta in each tank. So I picked this up on Amazon, and the reviews were mixed, and you know how that goes. So what I'm going to do is show you pretty much how this automatic fish feeder works, and then, we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? So I'll have it linked in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So I already opened one of them, and I have it over here, and I thought, you know what, this might be a good thing to show, because, again, the reviews are always crazy. Sometimes you don't really understand what's going on or how the thing works. So what it is this feeder here, and it comes with some instruction, and it comes with this big, huge, sticky sticker, because it has a mount, but let's say your fish tank is covered, like our betta tank has a cover, right? Sometimes they jump out and things like that. Or if you just have a huge tank that's just uncovered, you could mount that on there, or you can stick it to your tank, hopefully, right? So that's the other thing. It might not be that this doesn't work for you. It might be that it's a odd space to stick down, right, for your tank. I don't know. But I had to get two of them, so I have one already set up over here, and I'll show it to you in a second, but this is what it looks like. And I am going to go grab some batteries, actually, now that I think about it. So we have this thing, and it says if you're not going to use the mount to take it off, and I'm assuming that just means pull it off, because it doesn't unscrew, and it just shows in the picture to pull it, so it's on there pretty well. I mean, it feels almost like you're going to break it, but I'm going to have to get this off. There we go. Yeah, so just give it a good, real good pull, and then you put that foam sticker, right, to hold it down onto wherever. This is the actual area where it's going to dispense. So you have this little area here. On the other one, it was really hard to get this off, but you're supposed to be able to push this off and then fill it, right, with the fish food. So since I wasn't able to do it because it's really on there and I didn't really want to dig my nails in, I just opened this area up and I made a paper funnel, and I funneled in the little bits that I give my betta. So that's what I did. But see how large you can open it? So that's pretty much how much is going to dispense. So if you want a big hole like that, when it comes around, because this is going to rotate, and that's when it drops the food, and then it takes another however many hours to rotate again. So 8, 12, or 24 hours, or automatically. When you just press this, it'll just root, and so it's an automatic feeder. So if you're just sitting there and you're at home and you just press it, that's how it'll dispense for you, right? So I set mine to be pretty small, like the last opening, because I don't really give the betta a lot of food. And usually, so this is what's weird, we've had bettas for a long time, like my mom, or like growing up, we would have like a vase with like a plant growing out of it, and the betta would literally just like eat the roots and stuff like that, and it wasn't a big deal. Right now I do have some little plants in there with him and or her, and I'm sure she nips at them and things, but I still wanted to feed her, obviously. So some people feed their betta once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. So I start off 3 times a day. She's super healthy and doing really well. My son's upstairs is a little bit smaller, but he feeds her the same. He does feed her a different food than I feed mine, so it's kind of interesting. And then I started doing 2 times a day just recently, knowing that we were going to go on vacation, just to get her used to maybe I'm going to have this thing feed once, because I can't really control this opening. I don't want a ton of food falling in twice a day, or even 3 times a day, because it's going to be all murky and gross. So I'm going to see, I haven't tested it yet, how that actually works. So what I'm going to do is go grab some batteries, and that, again, that's really, maybe I think, there it is. I was going to say, I think I had to do something with this push button here, this area, even though this all feels weird. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Okay, the whole thing came up. But anyway, so you can probably pop this off. I'm not going to do it because I'm just going to put my food in a different way. But see how that came up and open? Do not like that. But that's okay. All right. And then the other one, this was a problem too yesterday. Let me get this closer to me. I'm just going to push this open. I'm going to have to really work at it to get this open to put the batteries in. The other one I mounted here on a work surface that I have here, just to see, and I have it set at 24, so it's going to take a whole day basically to rotate. I don't know that it's actually rotated very much, but again, you have this mount, and I mean, it can mount from like 1.5 inches, probably more, almost 2 inches, to smaller, right? You just use this paddle to help you close in on wherever you're mounting that on or not. Let me put that back over there. Let me go grab the batteries. I'll be right back. Just a nice push out like that. There we go. And we put the batteries in. Close this up. And it's already on, it's set like at the 24, and if you want it to be 12 hours, you do 12. And I just pressed it and it started moving. If you can see that it's rotating, hopefully you can kind of tell it's very smooth. And it's going to stop up there, and I have it set at 12 hours. So if you do 8 hours, you can press 8. It's going to rotate again. And so I'm assuming the timing on this is it's going to take 8 hours to rotate to dumping, 12 hours to rotate to dumping, 24 hours, right? And if you just wanted to go ahead and just do it right now, if you're just sitting there, you can just press this button and it'll rotate. So in the other one, I already have some fish food in there, so let's try it out and see what that looks like. So let's open this guy up. And you know, the beta food isn't the biggest jar, so I just put as much as I could. Let's bring this back open. And I don't even know if they'll fall out of that space, but again, it kind of clicks in. And let's see. Let me put something down and see how this will work. So I'm just going to press the automatic feed part. Oh my gosh, that is a ton of food. That's way too much. So, I don't know if you saw that. That is way too much for a beta. Oh my goodness. So what I think I'm going to do is dump these things out and use the flakes, because I have flakes. Or make this a little bit smaller. I don't know if that's going to help. Oh, maybe I can do that. I'm going to try a couple things. Hold on. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know that that's going to help, because that just puts out a lot of food. But let me see. If it's more than like 3 bits. Okay, that was better. That was better, and some food is stuck in there though. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put a piece of tape on there so that like half the amount comes out. You know what I'm saying? So maybe open it up again, because we need the little beads to come out, or whatever they are. And let's open it to like there, and then maybe put some tape. Let's try it again. I'm gonna put my hand in here this time just to make sure I see exactly the amount that's coming out. There it goes. Okay. Still a little bit too much, but better. So what I think I'll do is I'll put another piece of tape. Look, so you saw that first one was quite a bit. This time it put out like 10. I literally give her 3 little bits at a time, so that's not great. So let me do that again. Put a little more tape. And I'm talking about just a little bit more, because I would hate for her not to get fed. So I'm still going to allow more than I normally would, but let's see what happens. And I'll just readjust the tape, because I'm going to put that food back in here, of course. Oh, that's perfect. 4. Okay. So that's what I'll do. And that's a way to adjust it without having, I mean, you can't make it any smaller, right? The opening. That's really good. Okay, and yeah, so I'm going to try to open this up, supposedly, and pour the food back in. But that's what I'll do for my sons, is just rig it in a way that it'll just do whatever it's doing. And maybe I'll set it at 12, just to make sure the poor thing gets some food and it's going to fall out again. Now you see that time, only 1 came out. That's not good. So let's just, what I'm probably gonna do is also fill it up with food just to make sure there's plenty of food in there, because right now it's getting kind of low. But yeah, I mean, there it is. So hopefully you don't have a beta, because that's a little pickier, but if you have just a regular, you know, fish and you want to dump a whole, you know, what it does, that'd be great. There's like a little scooper kind of in there that keeps it separate. I don't know, let me show you on this one. This little area here, there's like a scoop right here, like a little paddle, so that's what catches the food, and then it kind of dumps it. But anyway, all right, well, we will try it, and hopefully my girl will be okay when I get back. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have links in the description box, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Bye now. Real quick, sorry guys, before I go, I want to just say something. So I mentioned earlier, I said, oh, it doesn't look like it really moved yesterday. I thought it was going to rotate like at a slower pace or a faster pace, depending on the 8, 12, or 24. But no, all it does is at 8 hours, it has a timer, it'll rotate. Just like you saw me when I pressed this, it'll just rotate and do it. So that's pretty much why when you pressed it, it did it. that first time. And then at 8 hours, it'll just do it again. It's not like it's going to rotate to get there. I don't know why. I just figured like it's kind of a cheaper thing that it's just going to have like a different rotation cycle. But no, it just at 8 hours will turn and dump the food. Or 12 hours or 24. Also, this does come off, and it's just, you know, I feel like I'm going to break this piece, but you won't. So just kind of push that in and just kind of keep finagling the whole thing. But see how this whole thing pops up? That scares me. But whatever. Hopefully it'll still work. You just pop it off, and you can fill it up with whatever food you have, right? And then just put it back on. And obviously that tab fits right in there. So I just want to make sure you have that info, just because I was like, oh, it's going to turn until it gets there. Not really. That's not quite how it works. Just that 8 hours, it'll boop. Or at 12 hours, it'll do its thing. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye now.